What Olympia would be complete without the return of Flex Wheeler?
Stepping back on stage after 2 years, said he was nervous and he was humbled.
Probably the greatest physique ever was Flex Wheeler. Flex Wheeler had the greatest physique, I think, of all time. If you look at some of his shapes, were just mind-blowing. Some better than others. His shapes were just, I mean, they would decimate people now.
In 2002, Flex announced he was ready to compete. He came out of retirement with a mission. He not only promised to win Mr. Olympia, he promised to revolutionize the sport. He wanted to compete clean.
They called me in 2002 and it was like, listen, you need to rethink your life. I'm sitting there, I'm like 280 pounds and I'm just always, I never went over like 4% body fat. So I'm feeling like Superman. I'm looking like Superman.
We normally train 4 days on, 1 day off. We do 4 sets for every exercise we do, and 4 different exercises for each body part. Every now and then we might do 5 sets, depending on how we feel, just to shock the muscle. I believe heavy weights is what build the mass that you need.
You know, obviously being the athlete that I was, I had to use certain things to look that way because when I grew up, I was known as Skinny Kenny. You know, so if you kind of see what I look like as a teenager and then what I end up looking like as a pro athlete, just the metamorphosis that I went through. And the things that I had to take, you'd be like, wow, that's unnormal, that's unhuman. I was going to be number one and all that stuff. And if it was any other show, I'd be like, this is my show. You got to come in and take this. But I just always never believed that I could be number one.
Second place.
A number of reasons. I was fed up with the sport. I was really unhappy. I think I lost myself. Lost myself. I think I lost myself as an athlete, as why I was doing it. I was unhappy being second in the world, or how could you possibly be unhappy being second in the world? But to me, it was like losing.
I remember laying on the floor and, you know, these gentlemen that was in the same room, you know, they didn't even have the ability to be in the top 10. And I remember laying there and them talking about how they were going to win, how hard they trained, and this, that, and other. I'm like, it just dawned on me. It's like, what's wrong with me? You know, why can't I believe that I deserve to be number one?
'Presented to the third place finisher, Flex Wheeler.
2002 and was like, listen, you need to rethink your life.
234.6.
You know, like I never went over like 4% body fat.
Be interesting to see. And I'm gonna start with the back if I may, can I